I'll have the deck list at the end. Now, I like to keep my decks mostly Dragunity. There's going to be some that aren't. But with the new support, I got rid of things like Heavenly Sphere, Red Eyes, Gaidir, Zephyros. You just don't need them anymore. But I do like these, so I'm keeping those because I like that you can just OTK, FTK, 8,000 with just those two right there at one turn. So those are going to stay. All right. Do that. Awesome. So we got in the graveyard. Okay. So I forgot that it does that because I'm focused on my other plays. Now, the main focus for this one right now, go into Romulus first. Okay, I did misplay, but alright, so I'm gonna grab the new card, Dragunity Divine Wind, which is a field field spell, and it works best when Dragon Ravine is in the graveyard. I'm gonna activate Ravine. I'm gonna pitch Armogram, and then I'm gonna grab the new Wing Beast. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. Curinus, something like that. Okay, so now that that's taken care of, before I do anything else, we can do this. Boom. Then, I believe this card can recycle pretty much anything you got. So that's pretty good. So if your stuff gets run over, Reed Behair, Ascalon, the new Link 4, all that gets sent to the graveyard one turn. You can bring back one like the next turn with this card. This guy, I'm not going to waste it on him because he can be special summoned at any time from the hand or graveyard. We'll get this one. I'm going to special summon this guy. His effect will go off, so you get a search. Yeah, you get a search. We're going to equip this one. Gonna get this one because not everything is set up just yet. We gotta take precautions until everything is completely set up. So now I'm gonna go ahead and do this. You want to keep him equipped to something at all times because when it's equipped, then your Dragunities cannot be destroyed by battle. So that effectively replaces Thanatos. It does its job, but better. Alright, now that everything is in motion, we go ahead. Proceeding with the plan. This card is so good. It negates, it gives you, it grabs a free monster from the extra deck when you summon it, like right now. We're gonna go with a Reed Behair. And whenever I think your opponent either like Link summons or special summons or level 5 or something like that, you can special summon again. Special summons a monster, you can special summon one level 5 or higher Dragunity monster from your extra deck or graveyard. That's pretty powerful. Okay, so the thing that I was trying to do, I don't think I'm going to be able to this turn. That's okay. Actually, yeah, we'll get it out. We can bring this guy back next turn with this card. So I'm going to go ahead and do it. All right, right. Got to be a level 6 because of the requirements for, I think it's, I'm going to call it Ares. Like, you know, the God of War Ares. I'm just gonna pronounce it like that. I don't care if it's right or not. So that one, its effect becomes a quick effect when it's equipped. That's pretty cool. I don't think I'm going to be able to equip it same turn, but I'm going to try to get it equipped as soon as possible. I'm just getting it out right now. Okay, so for right now, the only protection we have is a Reed Behar's Negate and this card that I'm going to set. Not going to get out Armogram because it's just the first turn. Okay, that's it. And that's exactly why you got this. Now, if Ares had, if there was at least one equip card to it and it was a Dragunity card, you'd be able to negate that with just him, not wasting Dragunity Purgatory / Void, whatever that thing is. I don't know how to pronounce it. You can call it Omelet or whatever. See? Did not have everything set up. But let me show you next turn, if I survive, how you can recycle. Actually, you can get 2 recycles in the same turn because of Glow. So the most important one, I believe, where's he at? Did he get sent to? No. Okay, we'll send that one back. Then this one, you'll send that one back. Okay. Alrighty. Now, Romulus again. This time, we're going with the equip card. Got everything else set up. Okay. Getting this guy out because we need him. Going to banish. We got to be careful what we're banishing because you can get back everything. Got 2 of these, 3 of those. So boom, gone. Boom. Now, here he comes. Now I'm going to do something. Now that I can equip it, I'm going to get out Ares. Because now I can get the effects off. Check this out. Okay. From the graveyard, equip 2 Ares. Then we're gonna equip this one. So now it can negate anything once per turn except for a counter trap card. And we're not going to activate that because that defeats the purpose. So, oh yeah, check it out. Activate, negate the effect. Attack. And then next turn, we'll go for another equip card. Now, as long as this one is equipped, then it doesn't matter where the other equip cards are at, as long as they're face up down there, monster cards. So, with this one, that gives you 2 negates per turn. Okay, we're not going to be doing anything there. I'm going to do this. Going to bounce that. Special summon. Now, I'm not going to do anything else because that's 3 negates. We're keeping it like that. Now attacking. Okay, so the next card, Brandy Stock, is not good in the hand. I was going to put 2 in because that speeds things up a lot. So, see, check this out. It tries to activate it. This one, you can negate it at the cost of popping an equip. This one, you don't pop the equip. You just say, you know what? No. Now, if you have a Reed Behair on the field, and what's it called? I'm gonna call it Dragunity Lord Gorgeous. So Gorgeous and Ares. This one, that one, a Reed Behair, they can all activate in the same chain once. So if your opponent keeps responding, to your negate, then a Reed Behair negate, and then they do something else, then negate a third time curb stomp. But this one will cost you an equip card. But you can do that. Having those 3 monsters out gives you extra firepower to shut your opponent down. So that's pretty cool. And now we're at 4 negates. Okay. Going to be getting this guy back. Now, he's not equipped with anything, so his effect is not active. But it's still cool that he can protect everybody when he's equipped. You know what? We're gonna equip him. We're gonna move this up here. There. Now his effect is active and he got a little bit more attack. I'm gonna go into this guy. Cannot activate his effect because there's no room for him, but that's okay. Now, that's a lot of life points, so we're gonna go ahead and start attacking. One more turn, I think. Yeah, one more turn should do it. Alrighty. Alright, gonna attack with the weakest one. So close. Alright, so you can bounce something with this guy, which is cool. So, gonna bounce that. Now, since it's already the end game, and that's why I said so close. 200 more attack. 200 more life points. Alrighty. I'm going to equip this one. Cool. That's another cool thing, combos you can do. Equip powerful monsters from the graveyard and then bring them back with glow. See what else I can do. Sure, why not? Next turn. Now this card is really good. I'm gonna call it Falcon. I forgot to go over that one. It allows you to equip anything. So that's pretty cool. I think all these cards have 2 or 3 effects. So these definitely makes the deck a lot better. Now this guy's effect is a quick effect, and he has 2 negates again. Whoop. So I think with the addition of these 5 new cards, that the deck is now stronger than Blue Eyes, because Blue Eyes, the way I run it, has 5 negates. Dragon Master Magia, which is 3, same turn. Ultimate Spirit Dragon, and then Spirit Dragon. So it's 5, and then you have your Jet Dragon for board protection. So board protection, this guy, as well as this guy, board protection and negates. So potentially 5 negates with this card alone, and it can negate, like I said, anything except counter trap. That's 5, and then we have a Reed Behair 6. This guy once per turn, I believe, so that's 7. So with these 2, with Gorgeous and Ares, that's 6, potentially 6 negates in a single turn. And like I said before, you can't use all 5 of these in the same chain with Ares. It has to be one after the other. You know, like do it, resolves. And then I looked it up because I was curious. And a Reed Behair gives you an extra negate. So you can run the deck however you want. I like to try to keep it mostly pure, but I want to have some really big, strong things in there. That's why I have the Gustav Max and Juggernaut. Okay, now, as promised, going to the deck list. Now, I am still changing it up because I don't know exactly what's the best lineup for what I got. Like, I might bump Falcon to 3. I might take out this guy and add a second Brandy stock. I mean, this one's not bad, don't get me wrong, but when you have a bunch of negates, who needs a pop? So, got that. I think this one becomes a bit more relevant. Just a little bit. This one is always great. This one, just for like start of the game, you can get rid of the back row when you're trying to set up. Comes in handy. I took out Harpy's Feather Duster. I bumped Twin Twisters to 1. Oop. This is good for consistency and speed. I bumped this one to 2. I put in 2 Whirlwinds. I bumped this one to 2. I completely changed like a bunch of stuff from over here, the extra deck. So I might need just 1 of Ares. Maybe 2 Gorgeous, maybe. But I can't. I'm 3 points away, 3 craft points away from being able to make another one. So I could have sworn there was a new one that lets you get stuff from the Banish Zone, which would have been amazing, but maybe I was wrong, because that's the only place that you can't touch. So with more cards being able to recycle pretty much everything now, you have to really watch what you're banishing with Ascalon and Arid Behair's effects. So he's there. I don't know if I'll put him back in, but that's all that stuff. Yeah. Let me know what you think.